Oh, what's up, guys? How you doing? Let's get down to eating my lunch. Hardee's, baby. Alright, so guys, welcome back to the channel. This video I'm excited for. Just for the simple fact that it's a very informational video. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm really trying to put out more informational kind of videos on F-23 stuff, because I know there's not many people out there that build F-23s, and there's a lot of people that like F-23s and want to build them, but there's not much information out there for the F-23s. So that's why I enjoy doing videos like this. This is another video on doing some work on this block. We're not putting the rotating assembly together yet because the block and crank and stuff still needs to go to the machine shop before we can even do that. Also, the head that's on the block in the car, we got to send out to the machine shop because I want to get the head and the block decked at the same time, so they're both good, clean maintenance surfaces. In this video, we're going to talk about something that nobody talks about, nobody thinks about. That's what this video is about. I hope you all enjoy it. And don't forget, every $5 is one entry into the giveaway for your Max Peanut Rods oil catch can. Just get to the video. Alright guys, so here we have obviously the block freshly painted and everything. We just got doing the balance shaft delete kit from K's Tune. Now, I'm going to take this tape off because the next segment we need to be in here. Alright guys, so as you can see here, we have the deck surface. Obviously, you got to take this to the machine shop to get decked. But before this gets decked, you got to do some work on this area. No, I'm not talking about honing the block. I already honed the block out and stuff, which I will probably do again after the machine shop because it's been sitting around and there's junk and gunk in there. But what y'all don't think about, what people don't talk about, is when you take this block to the machine shop and they deck this surface here and they deck the head surface as well, you're taking material away. Meaning that head gasket is going to either get thicker or thinner. Meaning the material is going to be thinner. Therefore, when you go to actually put the head gasket down and your head and torque everything down, well, you just took material off. And these bolts where the head studs go in can only go so far in. Therefore, this might be the same depth here and here and here, but this one or this one might be a different depth because of it being dirty in the threads or whatnot, and then you have potential head gasket failure. So you want to make sure the depth of every single one of these studs where the head bolts go to is the same depth and the threads are cleaned all the way through, so we have an even seal across the whole entire deck surface. When you put your head gasket on, put your head on, your ARP head studs or your stock head bolts, whatever you are using, you want to have the most even amount of clamping force down. And to fix that, you do this. And to check the depth of all these, you want to get yourself a caliper gauge. Okay, this one's a digital one. Battery's dead, but it's okay because we need this part right here that comes out, and then we could just measure on our own, you know. So that's not a big deal. So we'll go ahead and check the depth. Okay, so right there is our depth. Alright, so I got it in there, locked down where it needs to be. These are all different depths. Why? I have no idea. That's crazy. This is the only one that is that deep. Alright guys, so with further inspection, these ones are different. So all the other ones though, we'll measure those up. all the same. 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 Okay. Yeah, these are all the same. And these ones here are the only ones that are deeper. But all the other ones are the same, just these two are deeper. This is because it right here has a port right there on both sides for the oil. Yeah, to do that, what you guys want to do, make sure there's nothing in these holes here. Alright, so first we're going to do is blow these out with air. And just like in yesterday's video, a duster, you know, compressed air cleaner, gas cleaner. If you don't have an air compressor, just... After you blow these out, I don't have here, unfortunately, the right size. I did go to AutoZone and pick up their loaner tool for this. These are too short. I knew they were too short. I just got them to show you guys an example. So what you'll do is, if you have the long ones, you can order them online or whatever. Just drop it down in there like so, but a deeper one, and just run it through the threads, and that will clean your threads up. So I did order the ones I need to do the heads, or the top part of the block for the head bolts, but that's how you would do it. Clean it out, put some oil or lubricant or grease or something on here so it catches most of the shavings, blow it out. All this stuff is what you would want to do to your block before going to the machine shop. Alright guys, and now you'll be at the bottom side of the block. And in here you have for your main caps. Obviously you want to make sure these threads are clean too. So your crank, when you have your crank in here, you put your girdle on, your main caps and everything, and you go to torque everything down, you get the best feel possible. So you don't spin a bearing, you don't have crank walk, none of that stuff. All these right here, where the bearings will sit in, is all going to go to the machine shop, get cleaned out. All the surfaces will get cleaned completely. But we got to make sure these threads in here are properly cleaned. So once again, take your air. Now for the main caps, you're going to use M10 by 125. And then obviously you want to lubricate this. Ratchet with an extension. Once again, 1/2 inch, 12 point. Take your lubricant. Make sure it's nice and straight. Get it going in there. And then just run it down. You'll know it's done when it stops. And run it all the way back up. Less shavings on here, the better. That just means that your thread hole was already clean. Clean it off. Put some more lubricant on it. And start to the next one. Alright, when you're done, blow everything out. Like I said, this will be going to the machine shop anyways, so you don't gotta have the clean up the best. But you know, you don't want to keep stuff in there if you can avoid it. Now obviously you would want to clean up any little hole, like all these here. You know, go through those with a tap. The oil for the oil pan, go through all those with a thread chaser or a thread restorer, whatever you want to call it. So make sure everything is clean so you have no leaks first of all when you have your oil pan on. So you have full clamping throughout your journals and bearings and everything. So when you have your crank in here, like I said, with your main bearings and your main caps on, you want it to be all evenly snug and tight so you don't have crank vibrations, you don't have crank walk, or a potential chance of taking out a bearing, whether it's a main or rod bearing, or even destroy a piston or something. And I know rods and pistons aren't cheap for any car, and I know you don't want to destroy your time and money you invest in putting a built block together, or even a rebuilt engine, you know. So just these little things like this that people overlook, and go ahead and spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes to just go through every bolt, even on the block side, you know, like for your mounts to go to, any sensor to go through, anything like that, you know. Just make sure the threads are all clean so you get the full potential of your clamping service. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do these as well. This is also for the girdle. So want to make sure these are tight. These are the outer bolts for the girdle. And that here is a M6 by 1.0. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, just go around anywhere you're gonna have a bolt in. You want to make sure the threads are clean. I could sit here and make an hour-long video, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just doing the basics to show you guys what you should do when building an engine, what people overlook, because these are very crucial points in an engine. You gotta remember, this crank's in here, and when you're beating the crap out of that engine, you know, revving it up to, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 RPMs, that crank is spinning. And if these bolts aren't all the way in, it can start getting vibrations or walking side to side or whatever, and cause crucial damage to your bottom end. You know, like literally you can take a rod, you can crack a piston, your bearings, you can warp the crank, destroy the block, so many things just because of not paying mind to doing this. You know, you want anywhere there is a crucial thing cleaned out. I mean, anywhere in general, but these are very important spots you want to do it on your crank, where your girdle's going to be down, where your head's going to be mating, all that stuff, especially on the head in here. But yeah, guys, just make sure, you know, all your mating surfaces are clean. You know, oil pan, those threads are clean, the surface itself is clean, just so you don't have leaks from your oil pan. When you go to put your girdle in and your crank down, all that stuff, those threads are clean, so everything will bolt up right, and it'll be even clamping force down. Same with the head. And one of those threads is not as deep or as the other one, because you just got done decking your head and your block, then you have potential risk of head gasket failure. So yeah, obviously I'm not going to do all this on camera. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, go ahead and get edited up and post it for you guys, and then on my own time I'll go around and do every single thread on this puppy here, because like I said, I can make this video an hour long, but we're not going to do that to you guys. You guys get the gist of it, and hopefully it's information that you guys didn't think of or didn't know, or like, wow, I'm going to do that, you know, or if someone's already building an engine. So if you guys found this video and you're not yet subbed to my channel, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up if this video helped you guys at all. And yeah, we're going to keep moving, keep pushing, and get this engine together hopefully soon and in the car. So yeah, it's going to be it, guys. Peace out and God bless.